Welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl, Director of Media Relations and Broadcasting. The Magicians on a 13-day road trip as we speak up in Soldotna, Alaska. The trip started in Fairbanks at the Big Dipper Ice Arena. On Thursday night, the Magicians unable to get a victory, a 4-1 final as the Ice Dogs win 4-1. A lot of penalties in this game, around an hour in penalties. Fairbanks goes 1 for 7 on the power play. First period, there's no scoring. Fairbanks starts the score sheet here in the second period. Kyle Lee gets a goal, Wyatt Egge and Nick Hins getting assists. Then it was Johnny Mueller, the veteran, picking up a goal. Victor Lilligren and Doug Rose collecting assists. The Ice Dogs went up 3-0 on a power play. A goal from Doug Rose, assisting Lonnie Clary and Brett Gervais. The Ice Dogs go up 4-0. Johnny Mueller gets his second of the night. Nick Hins picks up his second assist, and Wyatt Egge picks up another assist. The Magicians get a goal in the second period. E2 Karvinen, set up by Nick Kuchera. E2 walks right between the hash marks and gives the Magicians their only goal of the evening. No scoring in the third period. That was a 4-1 final on Thursday night at the Big Dipper. Friday night, same place, Fairbanks, Alaska. The Magicians, not the start they would have hoped. Fairbanks coming out to a 6-0 lead early on. Fairbanks getting the first goal from Victor Lilligren, Doogie Legrone, and Taylor Munson picking up assists. Lilligren adds his second moments later. Willie Brooks and Taylor Munson collecting assists. Then it was Dougie Legrone, the Colorado College commit, Yannick Vidal, and Hans Gorowski picking up assists for Fairbanks as the goals continue for the Ice Dogs. Then it's Brett Gervais, that short-handed. Lonnie Clary picks up the lone assist on the Ice Dogs' fourth goal. Early in the second period, the Ice Dogs take another, add another to the onslaught in the first period. It's Lonnie Clary, Chandler Madry, and Brett Gervais collecting assists. And the Ice Dogs getting one more from Dougie Legrone. That was the sixth. Colton Walter and Johnny Mueller picking up assists. Then the Magicians go off, scoring 5 straight. Will Johnson having a lot to do with that. Johnson scoring on the power play. Derek Kuchera and Colin Hernan collecting assists there for the power play goal. Will Johnson does it again. About 28 seconds later, right around 30 seconds later, Will Johnson gets the goal. Matt Colford picking up an assist. Dennis Anderson also gets an assist. Anderson was a call-up from the Hudson Crusaders of the Minnesota Junior Hockey League. Anderson collects his first point as a member of the Magicians. Then it's the veteran, Cody Milligan. It's a short-handed goal. No surprise, Will Johnson getting an assist. That's Will's third point on the evening. Johnson is not finished in the 30 feet. Colin Hernan at 4:21, and the Magicians get another. The final goal for the Magicians, it's Matt Colford assisting Tony Uglum as the Minnesota Magicians get 5 goals, unable to come back to tie it, to bring it to overtime, as that was a 6-5 final. A nice display for the Magicians, trying to come back close, but not quite, as Fairbanks took the second game 6-5. Saturday, some more woes. The Magicians 0 for 6 on the power play. Fairbanks starting the scoring in the first period. Todd Burgess getting a power play goal. Brett Gervais and Nick Hins getting assists. In the second period, it's Nick Hins assisting Colton Walter and Kyle Lee. Fairbanks wraps up the scoring on the weekend with a goal from Kyle Lee. Ethan Somoza and Colton Walter picking up assists. And no scoring in that third period as the Ice Dogs get the 3-0 victory and finish with the sweep. And that does it for play against the Ice Dogs. The Magicians off to Soldotna to play 2 games this weekend. Welcome back to On the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. I'm Jimmy Lillidahl, wrapping things up here. No guest. Obviously, the boys are in Fairbanks, Alaska, or Soldotna, Alaska, the trip up north, so no guest this weekend. You can catch us next week on In the Spotlight, and we'll have one of the Magicians as a guest. Some of the things coming up here, we have a game on January 22nd, and on the 24th, the 22nd, that is Faith Night. So we're trying to get some churches involved in that, try and get them out. We also also have some youth groups attending that game. On the 24th of January, we have Skate with the Magicians. We also have one scheduled for February 22nd. So if you bring your skates to the game afterwards, you can skate with the Magicians and get some autographs. We did that earlier in the year and had some good feedback. So we got a couple of those dates coming up. Also, Pink Night is on February 8th. All the proceeds going to Susan G. Komen of Minnesota. So make sure you get involved with that if you're interested. If not, get some tickets and come out. You'll get an opportunity to bid on some jerseys that were just purchased. If you head to the website, you can check those out. Some real nice pink jerseys. Again, all the proceeds to that going to Susan G. Komen. We're going to hold Susan G. Komen of Minnesota. We're going to have an auction after the game, and then fans will get an opportunity to bid on those. That's going to do it for another edition of In the Spotlight with the Minnesota Magicians. So long, everybody.